Hi, I'm Jana, and I am super excited that you decided to purchase my WordPress theme. I hope it's everything that you hope for. I hope you love it, and I can't wait to see what your final website looks like. So feel free to share it with me. I always love to see the final result. Um, I have created some instructions on how to install the website and some basic customization. If you have any issues, if you have any trouble with the installation, if something doesn't work as it should, feel free to please contact me. And if you're happy with your website, I would love for you to leave me a nice review. That's really appreciated. Thanks, and have fun designing your new website. Hi, I'm going to show you today how to install your new theme to your website. So I am assuming that you have already got a domain and hosting and have installed WordPress on your hosting. So once you've installed WordPress on your hosting, you're going to log into your backend. That is usually your domain /wp-admin and your credentials. Once you've logged in, you would arrive at a dashboard looking something like this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to install a plugin. So to do that, you go to Plugin, Add New, and then you're going to search for All-in-One Migration. So here you can see All-in-One WP Migration. You're going to install that. And once it's installed, you click Activate. So once the activation is complete, click on All-in-One WP Migration and click on Import. So now you're clicking Import File, and you're going to select the file that you have. Once the plugin has been installed, head over to All-in-One WP Migration, click on Import, Import File, and select the file where you've saved the download file. So I'm going to select that. And now it's going to start importing your website. So I'm going to pause that here because you don't have to watch the whole import process. So the import has now finished. You will get a warning message which will say that everything you had on your website before will be overwritten with a new template. So make sure if there's any data that you had on there before that you export that data if you want to keep that. So we're going to click Proceed now. And I'm going to pause the video again until the import is complete. So the import has now been completed successfully, and I'm going to click Finish here. So now the install is complete, and your website should now look exactly like the demo. Let's have a quick look. Yep. Everything is here. So everything will work now except the shop. So for the shop, we still have to do some setup, and the other thing we still need to do is to connect with your Instagram account, as the demo was currently connected with my account. So let's look at the shop first. So if we go back to the dashboard, you will see that save mode has been activated as it was previously connected. The shop was previously connected with a different domain. So all you need to do is just scroll down and create a new connection. So, and then you will just need to go through and set up an account, and your store will work as it should. The other thing we still need to do is to connect your Instagram feed. So when you scroll down on the left, you see here Instagram feed, and you will need to remove my Instagram feed account and just click on Add New, Next, and select your own Instagram account. And there you've got it. Your new website is ready to be customized. So the next step you need to do is, once you've finished the installation, is to connect the website with your own Elementor Pro account. The website works as it is, but as soon as you will want to do some customization using some of the Pro features, you will need to have a Pro account. So I believe it's about $49 a year. So it's, reasonably affordable and absolutely worth it. So once you've purchased your Elementor Pro account, if you don't have one, just click on Reactivate License here in the dashboard, or you can also go under Elementor License and connect it with your own credentials by clicking on Switch Account, because at the moment it is linked with my account. So if you've never worked with WordPress before, I'm just going to show you around a little bit in the backend where you can find what. So you've got the dashboard where there's usually just some information, what updates are needed. Here you have the posts. These are all the blog posts that appear in your blog. So if you click on blog, you see a list of posts. I would highly recommend you do a blog, as it just helps with SEO, being found on Google, if you use the right keywords. So all the blog posts are here. Then under media, you can find any images, videos that have been uploaded to the website. You can easily select them here if you want to remove them, or if you want to just see what it is. Under pages, you have all the sub pages of the websites. You've got the services page, the home page, the shop, etc. And this is where you go if you want to start editing your websites. Under comments, if you have comments enabled for the blog post, here you would be able to see the comments. WooCommerce is the shopping platform that lets you sell digital and physical products. So once you've want to start selling something, make sure you go into the settings and set up your store, like the currency, shipping, etc., and payment details to make sure that you actually get paid. Any products that you have in the shop, you can find under products. So I've just loaded 6 sample products for you just to see how that works. Under payments, you set up your credit card payments. So just click on Finish Setups. This will let it link to your Stripe account so that you are able to accept credit card payments and set up your bank details if you want to allow bank transfer. Analytics just gives you an overview about your sales and your products, revenue, any orders, any coupons used. Under marketing, you can create coupons if you have a newsletter and you want to send out a special coupon for your newsletter subscribers, for example. You can create the coupon for your shop here. Elementor is the platform that is, or the tool that is used to edit all of your pages. It's fairly easy to use, drag and drop, but here you can just have some settings. For example, under integration, you can set reCAPTCHA to just do some spam protection, or if you have an email newsletter provider, you can connect it here. You can also see all of your submissions in the contact form. You can upload any custom fonts, etc. Under templates, you can see in Elementor there are sections, and I have for you saved some of the sections as templates, so you can easily use them on a different page. For example, if you like that section here on that page and you want to bring it across to another page, it's saved as a template and you can just import the template to the other page. You can also create pop-ups here, and under theme builder you can edit the master elements of the theme, for example the header, the footer, how a single blog post looks, how the blog looks, how a single product looks, and how the shop looks. And then we've just got a couple of plugins that I've used for the theme, so they just have nothing for you to do really. Under appearance, you can see the themes that I used. So the active one, I've used Hello Elementor, which is just a really lightweight, simple theme. And you can customize the theme here by, for example, uploading your logo, giving your website a name and a tagline, upload a site icon. You can also select which homepage is the home, like the first page that you see. So it's selected home, but if you were to create a new homepage, you can select that here. Here you can also amend the menus. So at the moment, this is the menu structure. So there's, at the moment, for example, there's 3 services pages. If you want to remove any services or want to rename what they look like in the menu, you can just click on the little icon. You can change the name of the label, or you can click remove to remove it from the menu. You can have sub pages. If you decide not to have a blog, you can remove that here from the menu. Under plugins, so WordPress itself has limited capabilities. Plugins allow you to expand the capabilities. So here you see all the plugins that are currently installed, and also if they need an update. For example, WooCommerce here at the moment needs an update, so you can just do the update. If you click on add new, it lets you search for any plugin. If you want, for example, a product filter, you can search for it and find a range of plugins with different capabilities. And then we've got user. So at the moment, I'm set up as a user. You would see yourself here as a user for the website. If you want to add another user, you can go here, click user, put a username, email address, and a password in, and important, what role you want the user to have. So be careful who you want to put down as an administrator, but it's always good to have a second person just in case something goes wrong. Yep, that's the overview about the back end. Now I'm going to show you how to write a blog post. You can find the blog here. And these are all the posts. At the moment, there's 3 posts in here. If you want to write a new post, or you probably want to delete mine, you just click on post, add new. You put down a title. You put in your content. You can either edit it, write the blog post right here, or you can write it in Elementor just for ease. I'm just going to do it here. Once you've finished writing your blog post, make sure you click on post. Choose a category if you wanted to. So at the moment, there's just category 1, 2, and 3, or uncategorized. If you don't have a category, you can add a new category, category 4. If you want to put it as a subcategory, you can add new category, and it will automatically select that category for you for the blog post. If you want to, you can add text. I usually don't. And make sure you put down a featured image that appears here in the blog post as an image. So select an image. If the image isn't here yet, you can click on upload file, select file, and just select the file that you want as a featured image. Once you're done, You can also, the excerpt that is here. So usually it would put the beginning of the blog post, but if you want a specific excerpt, then you can write that here. But this is optional. So once you're done, just hit publish and the blog post will appear in your blog here. I'm going to show you how you can update any pages in Elementor. So if you click on pages, you will see all the pages here. So if we want to make changes to the home page, you can either click on edit or you can click on edit with Elementor. If you click on edit, you will just find some general settings about that page. For example, what is the name? What is the featured image? Featured, I would highly recommend setting a featured image, because if you ever link the website anywhere, for example, if you put a link in Facebook to your website, this is the image that will be shown. You can then click on edit with Elementor and it will open the page. Elementor works with sections. So you can see section, a section. So each part is broken down in sections. To see the sections, you can click on the little navigator icon here and you see all the sections that I used. So there's a hero section, an intro, a testimonial, how we can work together. So you can easily, if you want to get rid of a section, just click the X here. If you want to make changes to the section, within the sections, there are usually columns. So some sections have several columns. So for example, this one has two, one on the left, one on the right. This one, the intro one, only has one column. So to find what you want to edit, you can either go through the navigator and select the respective widget that you want to edit, or you can just click in the website directly. For example, here we want to change the image. So I'm just going to click on the image, and then under content, I can choose which image I want to have instead. So click on media library and choose the image that you want, or if you don't have it there yet, upload file, select the file that you want and use that image. So maybe just select this one instead. So it's instantly going to change the image. If you want to change the writing, it's very easy. You can just click in, change what's written there. If you want to change the button, just click on the button, change the text, change the link where the button links to. Very easy. Under styling, you can change the appearance. So if you want a different color, if you want a different font, that's where you can make all those changes. And under advanced, you can set margins. So for example, if you want this section here to be further down, if you increase the margin, it's automatically pushing it down. One great feature of Elementor is that you can see any changes, how they look in on other devices. So if you click down here on responsive mode and then click on tablet, you can see what the website looks on tablet. You can see what it looks like on a mobile phone. Just keep in mind that there's different screen sizes on mobile phones depending on which phone your user has. So it's not 100% accurate, but it gives you a fairly good idea. So once you've finished all the edits that you want to make to the page, you can click on update and all those changes will be live. If you don't want the changes to be live yet, you can click on the little arrow here, save option, and you can just save a draft. So this will not put the changes live, but once you go back in, all the changes will be there for you to see. Very important, if you want to undo something, you can just click on history, and under actions you see everything, every edit that you've done since you've opened that page. So you can always go back to the very beginning. Under revisions, you see all the revisions made from the beginning. So don't worry if you make a mistake, if you play around, you can always undo everything. Now I am going to show you how to edit colors. So under, I'm just going to go back. You see the three lines at the top? These are some global settings. So under site settings, you can find global colors and global fonts. So here are all the colors that I've used across the website. So if you want to use any of those colors, that makes it very easy. If you want to change any of those colors, for example, you don't like the green, or let's say you don't like the black. So anything that uses the black color, if I change the color here, it will change everything from black to red. If I don't like the brownish color and drag that this way, it will update everything where I use that color. So that's very easy to update the colors to match your color scheme that you have in mind if you want to make any changes to it. Same goes for the fonts. We have all the fonts used. So the primary headline currently uses Butler. If you want to use a different font here, you can just choose Tahoma, for example, and it will update all the headlines that are currently using that font. It will update all of those to a different font, and you can update the size, etc. And you can also update that on a tablet, the size, the mobile, or the size on a desktop. So I'm not going to save that now. So, and the last thing I wanted to show you is how to use templates. Earlier, I mentioned that I've saved sections as templates for you. If you want to bring in a template from another site, or let's say first, I'll show you how to save as a template. So if you like that section and you want to use it on another page, you can just click on the section, right click, save as template, and give it a name. And then you can use it on another site. You can also copy and paste it across different sites. But if you want to insert one of the templates, just click on the plus icon where you want it to go. Click on the little folder and on My Templates, and you can see all the templates that are there. And example, if I want to click insert a Q&A section, I can just click Insert, Apply, and that Q&A section is right here. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to edit the contact form to make sure that it goes to your email address. So if you go onto Pages and Contact, Edit with Elementor, you see the contact form here. If you click on the contact form, doesn't want to open it. Here, you see all the fields that are in the form. So you can rename the field, you can add additional items. If you want to have, for example, you want to have the phone number as well, you can click on Add Item, choose phone, give it a label, phone, and the placeholder, your phone number. Oh, I already hit that. But if there's anything else, you can just add that in, and you can say the width. For example, if you want to have two things next to each other, you can say each column is 50%. And then you have that underneath. You can move that around. So that's nice and easy. Then we've got actions after submit. So at the moment, it's set to collect submissions. Earlier, where I showed you under Elementor submissions, you can see all the submissions there. And it also is going to send an email. So once I add something here, so for example, I'm going to remove email. So the email isn't here. If I click email, then it shows me here an area where I can customize where the email is going to. So I can put my email address down. New message from my website, whatever I want the subject line to be, and what fields. So it's set at all fields. So everything here is going to show up in your email. And then I can decide what are the next steps. So, then I can set any messages. So do I want, once the form is submitted, do I want a custom message displayed underneath? At the moment it says, thank you for your message. I will be in touch shortly. Form error, if there's any error, what the message should be. I can also, which is great, add in that any submissions go to my email newsletter. For example, if I'm using ActiveCampaign or MailChimp, I can connect that and say anybody who submits the contact form is automatically added to my ActiveCampaign account. So as soon as I add ActiveCampaign here, it opens up a new field and I can put my API key in. If I've connected that with Elementor under integration already, it would be an option already here. If you haven't done that, you can just click on custom. You can put in your API key in your URL. And that's it.